I've removed the rear trim piece here from the window. It's parked in there. I'll show you how it goes back together and how it comes apart in reverse order. To access hookup points for the child restraint, the screws for the speakers to do work on it, some of the electrical components there, and especially I cleaned and washed the seat belts. I'll show you how this all goes back together. It's fairly straightforward. You really don't need any tools for it other than a nail. I'll show you. So we're going in reverse order and we're coming over here to this panel. This is the panel that came out. This is how the back side looks like. This is how the finished side looks like. It's all been cleaned and everything. And there's one more piece missing for the tail light, the brake light, the center brake light. At the edge of the panel, the corners fold out just like so. This is where you can put the seat belt in, and the slot for the seat belt in the middle is wide enough for the buckle to pass through underneath. Inside here I removed the rear seat, the bench seat, and the seat belts bolt down with just 2 bolts, one lower mounting point and one upper mounting point for the seat belts along the edges, and for the seat belt in the middle it has just one upper mounting point. The lower end has the double buckle system on it, and the lower buckle plugs into this one here with the vertical, with that vertical slot on it. And if I can do it with one hand, I can clip them together. No, sorry, I need 2 hands for it. To undo this buckle, you need to insert a tiny nail through there, which I hope to find. What I mean by tiny nail. There, that one. It's coming. There, this one. Alright. There. So, when that tab is pushed, then the buckle unlatches. The seats, it's gonna be cramped here. The seats need to be folded forward before you can put the trim piece in on both sides, just like so. And on the underside of this panel there are a series of tabs. That round one lines up with that round hole. This H-shaped clip, and that one, and this one is just a vertical. Those line up with different spots. There, with the with this sheet metal that you have here, and this buckle for the center, like I said, mounts, or what goes through this slot here. So you're gonna have to start with this one. I'm gonna have to bite on it because I need 2 hands or so. There. It's a little bit of a wrestling match to pull it through, but it's doable even with 1 hand. There. So now that one is done. That seat belt really just goes under there, just like so. Same on the opposite side. There. And wiring wise, this wire here is for your trunk light, and it just lives in there. In that round hole, it just clips into place. There. And this one is going to your brake light, and it has to come through this square hole here. You can also see on the side panel here some hooks for the edge to be supported. There, it's basically in place, and just clip it in with a light push everywhere. There, something like that would be the idea. That's still a light push, okay? We're still let's see, the belts work. That's good. And then this brake light needs to be installed, but that one is in another video already filmed, so I'm not gonna show you again. I'm just gonna include a link. And we have a series of trim panel pieces here that have a center that pops up when the rivet is removed, and this is how it looks like. They just go back into the same spot where they came out from, there, and just depress the middle. That's it. And when you want to remove it, you just remove it with your nail, there, just like so, and then it removes. So that's all there is to it. Put the seats back up, and basically you're done.